if the season were to end today, the Jets would be picking third in the NFL draft. Luckily, we have one more week of the season to see if we can increase our draft stock.
Jets, Jets, Jets!
All right, so currently the Jets are sitting number 3 overall. Go Cardinals, 49ers, Jets, Raiders, Lions in that order. If the Jets were to win, the farthest they can drop back would be the 5th pick, which I'm kind of okay with if we can knock the Patriots out of their number 2 seed. In order for that to happen, Jets would have to win, and the Texans would have to beat the Jaguars in Houston. So there's definitely a possible chance. I would love to play spoiler at the end of the season for them. That being said, I believe the Jets are like 14-point underdogs or something like that. So how could we increase our draft stock? Currently, there's a 3% chance that the Jets could re-sign, or 3% chance that the Jets could move up to the number 1 overall pick. The Cardinals would have to win, and then the 49ers would either have to win or lose, and a bunch of other stuff happen. But the Cardinals are going up against the Seahawks, and the 49ers are going over the Rams. So chances are both those teams are going to lose. So let's assume both losses. So Jets, if we lose to the Patriots, that ties us with the 49ers in terms of record. Right now they have a .002% advantage, or .002, I guess it's not a percent, advantage over us in strength of schedule. The 4 games we want to look at that will determine that swing in schedule, it would be the Giants over the Cowboys, the Bucks over Atlanta, the Ravens over the Browns, and the Chargers over the Broncos. It's a lot of stuff. We need 3 of those 4 things to happen. And oddly enough, as much as it's tough to parlay a bunch of games, I can actually see this happening. I think the Giants would love to play, beat the Cowboys as their last game of the season. Maybe the Cowboys are resting some starters since they're going into the playoffs, give Zeke a little bit of rest, maybe some of those linemen. So maybe the Giants sneak out a win there. The Bucks over Atlanta. Bucks have been up and down. They're a pretty terrible team, but Atlanta's a pretty bad team as well, surprisingly. But the inter-division matchup is always tight. We've seen the Dolphins in miraculous fashion beat the Patriots, so it's not unheard of that the Bucks could beat the Falcons. The Ravens over the Browns. I do believe the Ravens beat the Browns. I think the Ravens are going to get into the playoffs. I think they're going to be, I think there's a lot of incentive for them to win. I think it's going to be tough for the Browns to actually stop them. And then the Chargers over the Broncos. Obviously, the Chargers have a great record. They're a really good, complete team. I think the Broncos are not going to be able to compete with them. So this is probably the strongest I feel. I think the Chargers could beat them pretty soundly. So that said, the Jets could move up in terms of strength of schedule if 3 of those 4 things happen. I would love to see this top 2 pick. I don't necessarily care if we get the first pick. I think the top 2 picks could go Bosa and then probably a trade out for a quarterback, whether that's the first pick trading out for a quarterback or the second pick. But being in that top 2 would be huge. Having that 3rd overall pick kind of puts us in a no man's land because we're really going to want a left tackle or maybe a wide receiver or something in that vein. So there's not really any offensive talent that has separated themselves towards the top end of the draft. So ideally, I think Jet fans want to trade back. If we can fall back, stay within the top 10, maybe fall from that 5th pick down to the 10th pick, somewhere in there, pick up a second rounder this year or a first next year. I think a lot of us would prefer that. Let me know what you think. Do you want the Jets to win, screw up the Patriots? That's kind of where I fall. And then do you want the Jets to lose and hopefully move forward with the 1st or 2nd overall pick, or 3rd overall pick, I guess. Let me know down below. As always, guys, go Jets.